Like, maybe Portugal's like, I'm going to beat Castile, and then Aragon jumps in on it. I mean, that's why you need to have some contingency set up. Say, like, if Aragon jumps in on this, then you need to have someone who wants to jump on Aragon. Or make it clear that you will pay his enemies if he jumps in. I mean, it's more advanced diplomacy, but it's still diplomacy. Multiplayers are fun because of all the smack talking. Never been a fan of that. Griefing and smack talking, there's no need for it. Deviously crushing your opponents while hearing the lamentation of their women, however, that's good. So, the allies are starting to reform. Castile, I don't think, used the time particularly well. They did try to take Toledo, but I think they went for it too late. They did recapture some of this stuff, but if you own the castle, and if it's a defensive castle, it will automatically re-siege, so you should have gone for Toledo immediately, which would have then secured all of this. The downside to owning Toledo is its grassland, so there are absolutely no benefits terrain-wise. But then again, when he fought last time, it was in Valladolid, and there are no terrain benefits there either. Ooh, you're going to get jumped here. Calico, where are your reinforcements? They are away. This is a good move by the Allies. And this is a very good move by the Allies. The French need to get a move on to reinforce that, though. Aragon almost defeated there, but France arriving in the nick of time. Castile has not reconsolidated. That is bad, because if you don't consolidate your forces, they fight much, much worse. So 25% reduced strength, even below already being under strength. Like, that's why I am so fastidious about shift consolidate when I'm fighting these battles. Oh dear, we're starting to see some Castellan rebels. He does have a couple of revolt risk issues. His war exhaustion, 14! Ouch! Alright, so this is going to be another battle that he probably wins, although he is outnumbered this time. And he is going to struggle to bring the forces in. He is also basically out of money. France is about to be sent off. Yep. That was good. That was very good for them. Was that a -2 for Castile or for Portugal? They caught him because his forces were over here. So that was a defensive battle with a -2. Not sure I would have thrown quite so many troops in, but it can be very difficult to coordinate these wars. I just want to double check their Discord, see if they're actually in the different channels. Yes, they are. So I have my Discord set up with a couple of different channels. We have the Knights, Helgoland, the Dwarves, and the Wildcards. Basically just names picked from various games that I've done in the past. And that's what they're doing. So Castile's trying to fight off the rebels. Is Castile going to go for Toledo? I still maintain that's probably the best thing to do, because these guys are going to be sent a long way away, especially the French being sent back to the homeland. Castile's losing a lot of manpower here, though. Aragon's still got some to burn. Castile is completely tapped out. Like, once these guys are dead, done. And he's also going to be absolutely hemorrhaging treasury, because if you're reinforcing mercenary manpower, that costs you even more gold. Which is another reason why you really don't want to overdo the mercenaries early on. I get Calico wants to win this war. I'm not sure I would have invested this heavily. I would have just said, okay, fine, I'll give up a couple of territories. I'm going to start looking around for allies. People are going to see that Aragon's growing. People are going to see that Portugal's growing. People are going to see that France just won a victory. And people are going to get worried about that. You're going to find those natural allies who are worried about other people's expansion. Players are usually surprisingly aware of maintaining a status quo, particularly when it comes to their own rivals. France rolled 3 zeros in a row. Did they? Ooh. Yeah, I need to pay a little bit more attention to when the bad numbers happen. This is a lot of sieges happening. Going after the Portuguese, maybe trying to kick Portugal out of this war. The war score is actually down to -52. The battle's giving a +20 war score. So winning those victories was huge. That one, that really big fight. No, the first really big fight in Soria, that was in the north, was a 13. That second one, where they tried to jump Castile, was only a 3. Wow, 13 war score. That's among the highest I've ever seen, I think. That's a huge swing. Okay, so the Allies are now going for Rioja. That is Highlands. There are rivers here. So Castile attacking into that, that's automatically going to be a -1 for them. What you don't want to do, though, is mass your troops like that in order to, so you're taking attrition. That's a lot of attrition, 5%. I don't think Calico has quite realised how poor the supply in this region is. Meanwhile, where are the reinforcements? France is just a little bit further back. Because... Oh, I see that they've actually moved some ships here into the north. So they're starting to get a little bit of vision over Castile's northern coast. They don't actually know where Castile's armies are right now. This is what they can see. So they don't know that Castile is on its way. They have, however, moved back from Rioja. And just kind of sitting over here. Castile continues to march in, continuing to take that 5% attrition. Toledo's rebels are still doing the thing. I think I'd probably let them just take Toledo, because then you can take out the rebels and then retake the fort there real quick. You can just let them take the attrition and let them deal with the siege timers. Oh, we have a battle. So they've gone into Navarra. This is a -2 for Castile. This is a dreadful, dreadful fight for Castile. I don't know why you did this. You had no reason to. So you're trying to jump on Aragon. There we go. Defeat. Yeah, jumping into mountains, you need to be fighting over your own territory. You need to be doing something about the really, really bad war exhaustion, because that number is going to be what kills you. Also, this number. This is a ticking time bomb. As soon as he's out of money, those mercenaries will disband. He will go bankrupt, and then he's on 50% morale. At which point, this number jumps to a -100. Part of you wants to see Normandy grow. Well, the rivals of France should be watching this with interest. Like, I would be glued to the ledger right now. I'd be on the military tab, I'd be on the armies, and I'd have this set to rivals, and I'd be watching this just going, ooh, this is interesting. Like, if Morocco really wanted to jump in and, say, steal Cadiz or something away, they could totally do that. They could even go after, like, Ceuta. And honestly, Portugal would probably say, yeah, okay, fine, I don't want to fight another war. Take Ceuta. Like, we'll immediately go to the negotiating table. That would definitely put, like, Morocco in their bad books. But if you wanted to take Ceuta and deny them this crossing, that would be a way of doing it. Because that is definitely, like, a very vulnerable backdoor for the Moroccans. Speaking of that, what is Morocco's navy like right now? I'm kind of curious. Because Morocco does tend to be quite navally strong. 3 heavies, so they can at least rival that of Portugal and Castile. Someone's lost some heavies. No, it was 3 plus 2. No, that was 5. I was like, I'm sure one of you had 5. No, it was the entire alliance had 5. Okay, so we have another round coming in. Castile going for Rioja. These guys standing nearby, but not really wishing to commit. You got another soldier there somehow. Peace offer from Portugal. Castile is going to cede 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces to Portugal, but only 1 to Aragon. I wonder if that's what Aragon wants from this. Alright, this is another battle. This is Castile attacking into the French. No terrain modifiers. Again, Castile not playing it particularly smart with the terrain here. He's just going all in every single time, all in. And he does not have the ability to do that. Then again, he is also on a ticking time bomb. Oh, why have they been exiled? Somebody just pieced out. He unconditionally surrendered. So there is our 1 minute. We've got 1 minute, so it's currently 16:08. Call it 16:09, so 16:10. They need to make the unconditional surrender piece.
Oh, hey, I joined as well. How's it going, boys?
Hello.
Damn.
Alrighty.
That didn't go to plan, did it?
No, I don't think it did. So what was your plan there?
Okay. The plan was, so I had a deal going with Aragon, which I thought he would actually keep, but obviously he didn't. I would help him expand into Italy, you know, literally all I wanted to do was kill Portugal so I could just colonize, that was it, and then I was just going to chill. I tried to talk to France, but France had a bit of a vendetta against me because I'm good, he says, so basically because I'm good, he wanted to kill me.
Well, it's a legit tactic, because people know how aggressive you are and how much
because of that, he then allied everyone around me, so I was kind of screwed anyway. And then, so basically, I took all my loans and stuff because I wanted to just, like, be in the war as long as possible.
Yeah, I was very surprised you took all of the loans at the start there, because you were paying interest you shouldn't have been paying.
Well, like, it was mainly because I built a fort in Syria, I think it was, the Highland, to protect against France. I, like, was 100% certain that France was going to attack me, so that's why I built the fort. But I didn't think that Aragon would betray me, which is why they kind of just went around the forts and sieged everything down, which I wasn't expecting. So I took all the loans because like, if they start carpet sieging me, like, I can take less loans because my total income's less, which means I go bankrupt quicker.
Right, but you were paying 14 ducats a month in interest.
Yeah, I know, but I got like what 4k, so I was able to keep the war going for what 4 years.
I suspect you probably could have kept that going longer had you not just done it all in one lump sum. I get about the copper sieging. I mean, yeah, that is a concern.
And this war was kind of a win or die, because there's no chance now I can come back from this. Because I doubt Aragon's going to want to betray France or Portugal, so there's that.
Well, you need to look at who France's rivals are. You need to look at who Aragon's rivals are. Like, which countries are going to be concerned about those two? Especially having just seen them crush you. Like, that's going to be concerning for people on the periphery.
Mm-hmm. And then I think I waited for ages to get Tech 4. Like I didn't do a single fight until I got Tech 4.
Yeah, you were ahead of them with the tech, which was definitely a good thing for you. It let you win a couple of those early battles. Like, you had, I think, 13 war score from one of those fights.
Yeah, because for some reason they decided to attack into Highlands and River. I don't know why they were doing that, but
yeah, that wasn't a great move.
But yeah, it didn't really work out as a plan. But at least Portugal suffered, so did Aragon, so did France. So
yeah, and also if you look at like their manpower reserves, they're completely drained. So anyone, again, sitting on the periphery who wants to jump on them could at this point.
yeah, I was talking to England, and England was thinking about helping me, but because he broke with Portugal, and because I was the aggressor, England couldn't help me.
You should be able to still, because you're allied with them, aren't you?
Yeah, but because he had a truce, he couldn't help me. So.
Oh, right, yeah, you would have suffered the stability.
Yeah, which is why, I don't know, I think mid-war alliances are a bit of a thing, but what can you do?
I was a bit surprised that Aragon were able to get their alliance with Portugal, because they had a truce. I didn't think you could make an alliance when you have a truce.
Well, he decided to.
No, I thought it was literally mechanically blocked that you can't do that.
No. I think in a lot of MP servers I play in, a mid-war alliance is banned because of like that kind of whole thing of like, you know, that shouldn't be a thing.
Not sure I agree, but yeah, with the truces,
well,
I might say in the future,
if there was a reason.
In the future, I might say if you have a truce, then no mid-war alliance. But I'll need to talk to the players. I'm not going to make a ruling on that now. Kildare expanding. Oh, Kildare is expanding. England is helping Ireland. Interesting.
It was fun. I'm pretty sure I'm dead though now.
Not necessarily. Like I said, you just got to look at your neighbours, and they're almost certainly going to say, okay, Castile's really weak right now. There's not a lot they can do against us, and they'll probably turn their attention elsewhere.
Well, Morocco's going to attack me, so I'm dead.
Well, you don't know that. They haven't done it yet.
Well, because I'm allied with England, Morocco is PMing England, telling him to break with me. Cause...
See, these backroom deals, I love them.
And I'm pretty sure the Ottomans have stuff in Morocco, because my fleet just passed, and I saw, they have Ottoman troops in Morocco. So,
well, you better get back and just see what happens.
But yeah, I think I'll just change nation when I die to Morocco, I think.
We'll see. I'm still not convinced it's going to happen. I do think it was a mistake going that heavily into debt this early, because you can always just give up a bit of land and then keep playing, but that was your strategy and you went with it. You went all in with it.
Well, yeah, but that's just like, I don't think no one's going to be able to save me. No. Because England can't beat France, Aragon, Portugal on its own. So that's him out of the question. Austria won't help me. I've already tried to talk to Austria. He's like, no. The Ottomans won't help me. Morocco's won't help me. He's going to kill me. Yeah, rip.
Well, we'll see. We shall see. That's all I can say, really.
Well, rip. Okay, see you do it.
See ya. Alright, let's go and invite Portugal and Aragon in. Let me just double check who those players are. That's going to be Blue Kiwi, Eagle, and France is Fighter. Eagle. Hello, I thought I'd bring in the allies and just have a chat with you guys. Bringing in Blue Kiwi, and then... who was it?
Hello.
Hello.
It was
France, which is Jason Stykes.
That's it. Yeah, it's a different name. Okay, so bringing in the allies here, I just thought I'd have a quick chat with you to see how you thought that war went.
Poorly.
It was rough at the start.
It was super rough at the start, yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning of the last week, I thought Calico is doing the military all in, and I thought I'm going to do the same, but over the course of the week, I forgot about it. So when we had our big battle, Calico was ahead in military tech and beat up. Then he
got
baited.
Tech Force so fast.
He got military 4 extremely fast. I'm kind of surprised with the 1-1-2, but yeah.
Yeah,
He must have
he
sacrificed
got it
something.
pretty fast.
Well, he has noble rebels overall now, so
Yeah, his
Yeah.
country might get broken.
The rebels
He's
helped
looking
us out a
pretty
lot.
Yeah, the rebels
Yeah.
sitting on Toledo, although that could actually have worked in his favour, because he could have let the rebels take it and then attacked the rebels.
He merked up heavy, and I think he started running out of money and couldn't reinforce the mercenaries.
Yeah,
and so
I think that
once we
too.
won that battle in Cathedral, that just went downhill from there.
Yeah, I don't want to comment too much on the finances right now, like chat knows my thoughts on what happened there. But yeah, he definitely had an interesting economic strategy, shall we say.
Yeah,
Ooh, Scotland's invading England.
Yeah, Scotland. England just asked for an alliance back with me, and
After he abandoned you.
After he abandoned me, and I'm like, nope. And he's like, but you won, and I'm like, nope, you abandoned me. Like, obviously pre-organized. He broke the alliance right before Castile declared war. Yeah,
You
as
mean
soon
like
as
how I did?
Castile got that claim, I'm like, okay, he's going to declare on me. Stopped training my army, raised maintenance, everything. But
And then I broke our alliance and caused them to declare war. And I was trying to get it back for like 5 minutes.
Oh dear.
yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the in-game chat.
Yeah, no, a lot of whispering going on between.
Yeah, I'll
Between
bet.
us.
Yeah,
Like, one of the really annoying things about playing the Spectator is I can't chat. I was trying to whisper Eagle earlier, but it didn't go through, I don't think. And also, there's no chat log for me. Like, you guys have talked, but even like the general chat just doesn't appear.
oh
wow.
dear.
Yeah, so that's kind of annoying. Definitely one of the limitations of the Spectator.
But I bet you can see a lot of stuff. Oh, by the way, I'm about to go to war with Tunis and to take some provinces for Grenada and Tunis. So I might not call you guys into the war unless I really
Yeah,
need
no,
it.
I would rather not be in that war.
But I think my army should be able to handle those guys.
say England, it doesn't look too well.
London's being sieged right now. Yeah, that's not looking great.
Do you
Really,
want to give up your mainland holdings in southern France by any chance?
He's not in this chat.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Remember, you're in the commentator chat. If you want to go back and start talking to those guys, then please do. I just wanted to get your immediate reaction after that war, because that was pretty decisive. I would say.
Yes, it was stupid from not well
Oh, yeah.
thought from us, but it's Cali. It was to be expected.
Yeah, I mean, there was always going to be aggression in Iberia. You
Oh yeah.
3 players all
I
in
have
one
to
area.
admit, I first thought that Aragon had backstepped the anti-Calico alliance.
I thought so
because
as well. I saw that truce. I was like,
And he ignored my first request for military access. So yeah,
And I
But
thought he was playing that very well, because if he could have locked France out, then maybe Calico could have held the seas and stopped France reinforcing you, in which case you would have been in serious trouble. But then
Yeah,
Aragon
if-
did join.
if Aragon hadn't come around, it had ended badly, and Calico had most of Iberia and France under his control by now.
So did you have to offer anything to Aragon to get him to join you?
I succeeded. Although it was, we had talks before that, and I succeeded complete all my ambitions in Spain and southern Italy, or Italy in itself, which was fine for me because I never had that much ambition in Spain anyway.
Right.
And yeah, it's Calico. I'm going to great lengths to ensure that Calico doesn't stay near. So in that regard, yeah,
Well,
I
mean,
made not.
Sorry, go on.
I might have not made the best deals for France, but I think they are necessary to somehow be able to stop Calico in its tracks before he gets too strong.
Right, and I mean that's just a classic Castile-France rivalry anyway. Like you as France want to have a weak Castile because that's just one less nearby rival for you. Like the big ones for you are going to be England's Castile and maybe Austria.
To be honest, I didn't want to rival Austria because, as I said, Calico. The moment Calico decided to join as Castile was the moment I wanted all of Europe at least not supporting Calico in any way.
Right.
And it seemed it had worked out mostly well.
Fair enough. Sorry, I'm just... England just got their peace deal and I'm wondering what on earth happened.
Okay. Then get me up here.
Yeah, you can just drag yourself over to the other chat and that
I
should
have
do
to
it.
tap out for that. That's
Okay,
why...
I'll do it. It's fine. I got it.
Thank you.
Okay, and it's just us again. So we did miss the England peace deal there, apparently. I wonder if Scotland just peaced out. Because England seems to still be fighting. It's England versus Burgundy. Oh, that was the other war. So that was a war over Ireland. So I guess Kildare won the war because they took the Irish minor. So all the work that Scotland had done was for nothing. But it did beat up the English, and it did actually cause... Actually, not a huge amount of devastation. It caused a little bit of devastation, but England lost nothing out of that one. They are probably going to lose their continental holdings, though. Normandy is going to get occupied. Castile, I think, is the war goal here. And Burgundy having borders with Normandy and... Sorry, Calais, not Castile. I know that is Calais, not Castile. Burgundy having borders with both Normandy and Calais probably means that Burgundy is just going to gobble up all of this stuff, which is actually probably going to worry France a little bit, because this is going to be a much stronger Burgundy rising on their borders. Although Burgundy, what vassals do you still have? You've still only got Nevers. You've lost Flanders. Oh no, junior partner, never mind. Junior partner, they've still got them. I didn't realise that they were personal unions, I thought that they were vassals. Look at the Tunis-Moroccan war. Yes, I saw that Morocco and Tunis were fighting. And also, Morocco's gone after Grenada. So while those guys were saying, yeah, we need to start talking about going after Grenada, I was thinking, too late. Pretty sure that these guys have already got that on lockdown. So we could be seeing a Morocco deciding that they want to have interests in Iberia, which should rightfully worry Castile. Okay, Castile just got something broken, maybe? I'm fairly sure that they are still going to be bankrupt. Yeah, bankruptcy is still counting, and that's going to be for another 3 years. Actually, the bankruptcy is less time than I thought. It must only be a 5-year bankruptcy rather than 10 years. But you do lose idea cost, global settler, tech cost plus 50%, advisor cost plus 50%. Are you still running with that advisor? No, you did get rid of him. That's good. That's how Calico managed to get Tech 4 so quickly, as he was running with a level 2 military advisor since the start of the game. But yeah, that bankruptcy is going to be bad. I don't think the country was broken, because Castile does now actually have, since the Golden Century update, small nations like Leon. So if the country had been broken, that would have spat countries like Leon out. Galicia would be another one, but Galicia was taken by Portugal, so it probably would have split them in two. So I wonder what happened there. Maybe it was pretenders? Nope, still Juan de Trastamara. I hope Morocco can form Andalusia. It would be quite the turnaround if Morocco were to capitalize on the weakness of the other Iberian powers, because they basically just shattered their strength for quite a long time. Did Portugal take any loans? Portugal took quite a few loans out of that. Portugal's looking quite weak. Aragon also took quite a few. Oh no, only 4. So Aragon, I think, came out of that war the strongest. Portugal took a beating. France also took several loans, but they should be able to repay that fairly quickly. I think the biggest problem is the fact that all of these guys completely bled their countries dry in terms of manpower. So Iberia is going to be... Hey, quiet for a while.
Everyone wants to look at the capitals of all the countries.
Okay. Oh, because of development, by any chance? So we have Madrid, which is a Dev 16. We have Paris, which is a Dev 23. London, which is a 20. Holland, I'm going to guess it's Holland. Oh, it's only a 15. And they haven't moved it to Amsterdam yet. That's a event for later. Brandenburg, it's only a 12. Poland, probably still in Krakow, 20. Muscovy. Where is Moscow? Over... Where is Moscow? Nope, I can't remember how you spell Moscow in this game. Unless Lithuania's taken it somehow. People in chat are probably going, it's right in front of you. He named it Berlinska. Oh, great. There it is. Yeah, okay. That's why I couldn't find it. 17. Moist Berlin. A lot of people calling their capitals Berlin here. I'm sure it has absolutely no Berlinist Berlin. Okay. Vienna? Vienna is also farmland, so Vienna could be built up. 21. Aragon is Valencia. Spanish Berlin. Okay, so it's not the development they wanted me to look at, it's just the names. Berlin Boa. Yeah, okay, I see what they're doing. Very good. Did you name this? Datland. Aw. Should be Dat Berlin, surely. Constantinople. The second Berlin. Fair enough, fair enough. And if we go to the view everything, I want to see if like the Ethiopians have renamed theirs. Gondor. And then Congo, which is down here. Still in Pemba. Diviet. It'd be hilarious if there was a Berlin over here. Nope. Okay, so yeah, they just named all of their capitals to Berlin. Of some degree. Except for Sweden. Sweden's still Stockholm. Look at the Ottomans' capital. Second Berlin. 35 dev. Holland's at war. Well, everyone's at war with AI at the moment. Let's take a look at what Holland is doing. Holland's at war with Utrecht, Brittany and Friesland, so this is just the Dutch unification wars right now. We have the Danish involved in this. So if we click on Friesland, are the Danes helping the Dutch out? The Danes are indeed helping the Dutch out. France, however, nowhere to be... Oh no, that's not true. Where are the French armies? Oh, France is going after Brittany during this downtime. While they know that Burgundy is busy, they're going after Brittany, which is wise. One of the most annoying things that Austria could do to hamstring France is guarantee or ally with Brittany. But those two, are they allied? I forget. No. That's Castile. Nope, no Franco-Austrian alliance. So Austria is still going to be the biggest block to French ambitions, especially now that Castile has been reduced in strength. Sweden's at war. Sweden's in the same war as Denmark. I doubt that Denmark has given Sweden independence, but I could be wrong. Nope, Sweden's still a subject. A player subject. That's definitely not dangerous. So, at the beginning of the stream, I was saying how Denmark and Sweden, the players, have a history of working together. In the previous game that we did, which was the Indian Thunderdome, which is why Koliko has such a reputation for aggression, because he was super aggressive in that one, playing as Vijayanagar. Trav was one of the earliest people removed, so when you lost in India, you were then moved to Europe, and then the expectation was that you would then be playing as a European power trying to get to India. So you were limited to playing as England, France, the Netherlands, Denmark, or Portugal, which were the 5 European colonial powers. Trav chose England, and then England actually ended up helping Valinoma, who is Denmark, to get out. Valinoma was playing as the Maldives, and England basically sold them territory, sold them technologies and that type of thing. And now these two players are working together again. However, during the course of that game, Valinoma actually backstabbed Trav. So whether Sweden will remember this, I don't know.